Yeah.
All right, we're going. So, hey guys, Nick Chewy Alvin, Triple C Mixed Martial Arts, Louisville, Kentucky. This is my assistant, the lovely Brian Wing. Just getting good control. So once we get to a good side control, what we're going to do is we're just going to open this lapel and get this out of there, okay? And we're going to feed this off to the other hand. That's going to be tough sometimes if you get a guy with like a medium gi on, a real tight gi, but usually it'll work, okay? Now once we get here, guys, there's just a ton of different attacks. Now again, if maybe you got a guy who's really squirmy, maybe he's a kind of a big guy, or you just need to put the brakes on someone, you can just kind of keep this here. So you can keep this grip, put a lot of shoulder pressure here, makes it very hard for him to turn towards me to do any sort of escape. Good control, right? And in judo, like I said, one of my students who started in judo before he did jiu-jitsu, they use this as just a pin, okay? So again, good control. Now, when we're ready to attack, there's a ton of different options, okay? You know, we can come up here, slide this back, and we can go right in here to the collar, okay? 4 fingers in, and then basically turn out here. There's one there. We can go all the way to the side here, and that's a pretty solid attack. If we want to go, you know, maybe this isn't really so easy, we can push off, going to knee on belly. We can switch the grips off. I can go for like an X-style choke here if he comes up to defend, and I can drop off, pull, and then use this as a actual Brabo choke, okay? So I'm going to stick with just 2 of those options for now, just for the video. For some reason, if you want me to go into more detail about one of these other chokes, just shoot me a message and I'll be glad to, okay? So we get here, we start gripping here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post on the hip, okay? And I'm going to go to knee on belly. Now, just for him, because for some reason, you know, at the end of class, I was left with a couple guys, and they're both about 130 pounds. So I'm going to be easy on the knee on belly. I don't want to crush him here. So I'm holding this grip here, the Brabo grip, and I'm pushing the hip and go knee on belly, okay? Now you can go knee on belly, you can do like the Hajir style shin on belly, that's your choice. But I go knee on belly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the grip. My thumb is facing, you know, forward next to his body here, and I'm gripping. Now from this position, I took my knee off right now just to drill, to show real fast. Again, I can go thumb in and attack like an X-choke style grip. It's a pretty simple choke. Just bringing the elbows together and flexing, no problem. But a lot of times what's going to happen is he's going to come up and he's going to defend. So when he does this, I'm going to re-grip the sleeve. I'm going to drop my knee to the mat and pull. Okay? As soon as this happens, I'm getting this shoulder exposed here. I'm going to drop my shoulder right here behind his tricep, right where the shoulder meet. And this hand, I'm not going to do much with it. I'm just going to slide it in front and cup the back of his neck. And what it's being used for is just to make sure that this arm doesn't get out. Because if I try to finish here, his arm can make its way out. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping the arm in place, and the motion is really just this one arm. I'm driving my shoulder down and flexing the arm in. So from here, cupping, and I'm just going to flex, and there's the choke. It doesn't take a lot, okay? Let's turn this way. Okay, so again, we start with the Brabo grip. Passing. I'm going to bounce to come up to knee on belly. Keep pushing that hip down so he can't turn towards me very easily. And we're dropping that weight knee on belly. And again, most time, guys, you need to have your toes off the mat. I'm just being easy right now, so I'm not crushing for the whole time I'm discussing the move. So we're here. I pass the grip, okay? And I start to attack the X choke. His hand comes up to defend, so I'm going to re-grip the wrist, slide my knee off, and pull at the same time. From here, I'm just going to slide this hand. So as soon as I'm here, okay, I don't want to let go and then come around. I want to just keep the hand down and slide it right across. To finish, make sure that your bicep is right behind that arm, and all you're going to do is flex. Boom, done, okay? One more time. No lapel out, grip. Switch the grips here, attack the neck. He comes to defend, re-grip, dropping right here to the mat. Shoulder, bicep in here, cupping the head just to make sure he doesn't get the arm out. Okay, keeping my elbows tight and flex. So you guys, so we did the Brabo choke, right? The second one we're gonna look at is gonna be the baseball style choke, okay? So once we have gotten this grip here, we're going. So a couple different ways we can go about this, okay? If I feel like I have space, I can go right into it now, or I can bounce up here. Now, maybe, you're trying to pass this off, maybe he's keeping this tight, or maybe he's doing something, whatever. If we feel like we can get into the lapel, so the actual same grip that I'm using, right? I'm gripping here. And again, baseball, like as you're holding a bat, okay? So we're here, fish this in. From here, guys, we're gonna keep our elbows tight, walk to the side. Now, you're gonna keep your hips up, head's gonna go down to the mat, and we flex. We keep the head down to the mat so that he doesn't turn towards me. If I try to finish here, he can roll into me and he can defend himself, right? So what I'm trying to do is as I go down, my head comes down, so if he tries to walk around, he can't, and then again, just like this. Very simple, not a lot of pressure, not a lot of, I don't have to squeeze much. Just get, as soon as you're tight with those grips, that's it, okay? So let's look at it again here. So, boom, get that lapel grip, okay? Bouncing up to the belly, so get push on the hip, coming up, okay? Or maybe we can't get this, maybe it doesn't feel good, but maybe there's a little bit of space there, okay? So palm, this one's going palm down, this one's gonna go palm up, 4 fingers. Right against the neck here, and we're gonna cut those elbows in. Drop down, okay? Elbows are coming in, forehead down to the mat, and boom. All right, so you can use that grip on the side control. You can use it one for just controlling a person's body, and then it sets up a lot of different submission options. I gave you the Brabo choke there, and you can also use the baseball choke that we just showed. Again, there's a lot of other stuff there, so I mean, play around with the position, see what works for you. And oh yeah, sorry, so sometimes if I was moving around a little funny in the video, my knee's a little tweaked, I'm getting MRI tomorrow, so if my foot placement was a little funky looking, that was probably what it was. I tried to do my best with a hurt knee, so I do apologize if it's a little off. So that's it. Thank you, Brian. Thanks, guys.